some weight?
Need some help?
Join KickStart with Jean-Luc and Nick for free.
No fees, no cost, all free.
Register at jeanlucandnick.com.
The challenge begins September 22nd.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Look at all you fabulous people in Zoom with us. I can't believe it.
There's a lot of people in here.
There's a lot of people in this evening.
It
And
must be Sunday.
I think so. It's always usually busy, the busiest day on Sunday.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome all you former Kickstarters and any of you new Kickstarters out there. Welcome to tonight's session, which is day 7 of orientation, because guess what, everybody?
Tomorrow it begins.
Tomorrow it all begins. And as you all know, I'm Jean-Luc.
I'm Nick.
And we are excited to have you all here with us today as the official fall 2025 starts tomorrow. KickStart Fall 2025 starts tomorrow. As you all know, a lot of you have been going through summer Kickstart as we speak. Today is day 147. You all accomplished 147 days. Like, I just want to give you all a round of applause because that is a feat in itself. This will only be the longest ever Kickstart that you will ever have to go through.
Yes, because as many of you, those of you who've been doing Kickstart from the beginning, Kickstart started as a 42-day program that this summer we expanded to do 4 seasons a year. So basically, you're going to be with us all year now. Kickstart starts every season. Every time we do a new season, you'll restart your commitments, you'll restart your stats, and we'll start back at 0 so that you can get yourself refreshed. And we'll always have a kickoff at that point to kick off the actual 100-some days that we'll be doing together.
Exactly. We don't want you to misunderstand this whole idea of refresh, restart, nothing like that. Honestly, Kickstart is here to help you and guide you along the way in accomplishing the things that you want to actually accomplish, right? So let's say in the next 105 days, you don't need to achieve a goal in 105 days. But what you're trying to do is get closer to that goal by doing that really small thing, or maybe 2 or 3 small things that will help you towards achieving that goal.
Yeah, so Kickstart is not about perfection. It's about trying your best every day. So anybody that's joining for Kickstart the first time, we want to make sure that you're not overwhelmed. There's nothing that you have to do with Kickstart. We just have all the tools there for all of you because we know that some of you need some help in certain areas and some of you don't need help in some areas.
So what tonight we're going to focus on, though, just to remind you all, is the final checklist to make sure that you're all set up for success for tomorrow when we start day 1. So we're going to go through a lot of the things we've already gone through, but it's always a great thing to start and remind yourself what you need to do to make sure you're ready to go. It's like almost your first day of school. So the morning of your first day of school, and you got to go through that checklist that the teacher gives at the beginning of the year to make sure that you got all your pencils and your markers and your crayons. I'm just trying to be funny, but your books. So let's go ahead and start off first things first.
So first things first is for those all of you who are here that did summer Kickstart. So keep submitting your trackers. So tonight, submit your tracker. Tomorrow, submit your tracker. your stats for summer will disappear after tomorrow. So what's going to happen is everything's going to reset to fall, so you won't see your stats anymore. But for those of you who achieved diamond for summer, those of you who tracked 147 days, I will be sending you a personalized certificate of your achievement saying that you've completed diamond status, and you'll get that in your email in the next week or so. Don't quote me on that. It's when I have time to do it. I'm waiting. We're going to Halifax next weekend too, so I have to get that all in somewhere, but it's going to get done at some point.
Oh, and don't forget, you got to go to work too.
I got to go to work too and teach that.
And teach that.
So we'll get to those eventually, but I just want to make sure that you understand, for those of you who did summer, your stats will reset tomorrow. So if you want to see right now where you're at, go check your stats. Tomorrow I'll do one more run to get you guys your last numbers, so you can go see them again tomorrow. But after tomorrow, they will now on Tuesday, it will now start showing you your fall stats.
Your fall stats.
So things will reset for you. Your status will reset. For those of you who had been tracking all summer because you started and you decided to take a break, your old status will disappear. So you'll get a new status, and we'll get started from there.
So look at it this way. This is like a recommitment time, a re-engagement time. It could be a restart for some of you, but just know that it's not starting from scratch.
Yeah.
It's not starting from scratch, especially those of you who have been here before, because you know what you're doing, right? And we all, as individuals, as when we commit to something, no one else can do the work but yourself.
Exactly.
Right? So keep that in mind. So this is a great way every season to feel good about being able to have a new beginning, right?
So tonight, like John said, we're going to talk about your KickStart checklist. What do you have to be ready for tomorrow? So first things first is orientation. So if you are first things first is check that you're registered. So make sure you go to the dashboard, check the button. If it says that you're not registered, make sure you click on that button and it turns green. Some of you might have submitted your registration in the last half hour. We took a nap.
We did take a nap.
We came home from Rustic Mama. We worked for a bit, and then we went to take a nap, and then we woke up at 6. So
we cannot believe how many people have actually registered for KickStart Fall. In the last day, it's been insane. Our emails have been nonstop, which is fantastic.
We're at 423 people now registered for KickStart. So that's a huge jump from last week. We had over 100 people register. We're so happy because you know what? We created this, to allow people to see what we're doing this time on our weight loss journey. When we lost our weight back on Weight Watchers in 2018, we did it all silently. Our profiles on Facebook were private. We had no Instagram. We had no YouTube channel. And so we realized, okay, if we're doing this again, and last time everybody wanted to know what we did, let's show everyone what we're doing. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Exactly. And it is a little different from last time, because even I've had a few people ask us, like, are you following a meal plan? What app are you following? We're not following any of that.
Yeah.
We have a lot of knowledge in our brains. And I'm saying we, as in everybody in this room, you all have knowledge that sometimes we just don't tap into. We all have experiences. We all have success stories that we need to sometimes go back and revisit and apply what we already know. And that's exactly what Nick and I are starting to do. We know what 0 points foods are. We don't need WW to tell us. They told us already. We know that. So we can eat those still. Because guess what? If you're not on WW, but you are still eating fruits and vegetables, technically still 0 points, right?
No matter what you're doing.
Somebody else on a different program can still take that approach and going, fruits and vegetables are healthy.
It's a key component. So again, we're still talking about what you be ready for tomorrow. One of the major components about KickStart is everyone here is on one familiar path.
Yeah.
We are all trying to be healthy, happy, and having a great life and supporting each other in this community. We're not all doing the same thing. When we created KickStart, it was because when we were Weight Watchers members, there was this mentality that, when you're part of a certain diet program, everything else doesn't work. If you're a gene-related person, you can't do, Weight Watchers, it's terrible. If you're, if you've done Weight Watchers and you hated it, you like something else, you're a keto person. Keto is the only thing. That's not what we want to do here.
We want to eliminate that stigma.
We want to make sure that all of us here are supported on whatever thing you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to lose some weight, and you need some support, that's what we're here
that.
for. If you're here because you want to save money, because you're trying to save for a trip and you need commitments to help you save money, that's what we're here for. We're not here to judge anyone. We're not here to shame anyone. Everyone's choice is their own. So if you see someone post a recipe and they say, this is what I'm eating, I would personally not say, are you sure you should be eating that? Because that's not what this group is about. This group is about all of us are trying to do something to be healthier. And what you choose to do is your choice. And no one here can tell you if that's right or wrong.
And maybe just also think there is ways of giving feedback and providing guidance without making it sound like this person is doing something wrong. Right? So keeping that in mind when you're sending messages or posting messages or even receiving a reply to something you might have posted. I always try to read things with positive intent, right? People aren't deliberately, hopefully,
in KickStart, it shouldn't be.
They should not be trying to make you feel bad for what you're doing. But also understand, some people might be like, hey, guess what? I've done something like that before and it was not that it didn't work for me. So hopefully it will work for you, right? So keep those little things in mind. So never feel like people are here trying to harm you, sabotage you in any way. And sometimes we, as the individual reading something, has to sit back and remove the tone that we're already putting in our own heads. We often put tone in our own heads because we're feeling bad about what we're doing ourselves, or we know maybe we're doing something that maybe we could change, but when someone actually tells us about that, we feel kind of like, how dare they tell us that, right? So kind of keep that in mind when you're going through these next 105 days, that we are not here to make anyone feel bad. We are here to encourage. We are here to make people feel good about what they're doing and maybe even change a few perceptions on things, because that's what it's all about. It's about learning.
So step one was to make sure you're registered. Yep. That was all we just talked about there. So make sure you go to the dashboard. You check your button that says you're green registered. Join the Facebook group if you haven't done so yet. There is a private Facebook group for those of you who are on Facebook that want to share your journey on Facebook privately with the group. And that's going to get you ready at least to be on the dashboard for KickStart tomorrow. Step two. Get your orientation complete.
Have you done the 5 days of the orientation if you are a new individual? Even if you're a repeater.
Yes.
If you're a repeat Kickstarter, maybe the 5 days of orientation could be something that could benefit you.
They're fast.
They're quick.
So there's videos embedded on each day. So if you go to your, and then what, I'm going to share my screen.
Sure.
I'm going to share my screen because that's what I was going to do tonight. I was going to do some recaps. So let me share my screens for those who are wondering, where did I get to see that? Where is the orientation guide? So I'll show you guys right now quickly on the dashboard. Here we go. So here's your dashboard. Let me refresh this because it's the old version because I opened it earlier. Okay, so let me refresh that. So here we are, KickStart Fall. When you load the dashboard, you scroll down, you'll see this is the green button right here.
If it's red, it means you're not registered.
Okay.
Which means you won't have access to anything.
Now, if you've registered and it's been a few days and you're like, I'm still red and I've done this multiple times, why isn't it working? It could be because the email you used to sign up is not the same one that you're logging in with. So for that, if you're seeing that you've been registering, it's still saying red, and why isn't it working? It's been 3 days and I've been doing this. Send us a message. Say, hey guys, I registered 5 days ago and it's still red for me. Can you guys just double check? And then we'll go look in the back end to see maybe you use a different email and that's why things aren't syncing up correctly.
It could be as easy as using an email that ends with a .ca instead of a .com or vice versa. Exactly. That's as simple as it could be.
So if you scroll down and you go below this section, you'll see your daily guide, which is today, day 147 for our summer Kickstarters. But below that, it says new to Kickstart, and there's a welcome center and an orientation guide. So if you're new to Kickstart, your first step would be to go look at these two sections. Start with the Welcome Center because the Welcome Center brings you to the orientation guide too. So start with the Welcome Center, read what it says, make sure you go through everything, and then go to the orientation guide to actually work through all 5 days of orientation. And the reason why we created this is because Kickstart, you can start Kickstart anytime. So say you have family members who want to join Kickstart in a week. Say you start doing this, oh my God, I'm loving this, and your friend says, oh, I want to join. Anyone can join at any time. There's you don't have to start tomorrow. You can start in 3 weeks. It does not matter when you start. Kickstart is for anyone that needs help at any time. But then that means that if they join late, they can still come here and see how to join and do everything with Kickstart. So there's 5 days here. We walk you through how to track, how to create your commitments, how to use the dashboard. All that you need to know how to do this program is in these 5 days. All 5 have a video attached to it that you can watch if you wish. It gives you more in-depth detail, but you can also just read the instructions.
And some comedy, funny moments from Jean-Luc and Nick, because you know us, we're silly in our videos.
And if you need even more help, if that's not enough and you need more additional help, we also have our orientation guide book, which is new for this fall. It is the first time we created an orientation guide. This book is if someone you've never done Kickstart before and you're not really an online savvy person and you really want to have things in detail or you want to write notes for yourself, this book is perfect for you. It allows you to do that. Yes. See, and there's even a section in here that walks you through how to create your commitments and it gives you some examples. So if you need any help, this is one way to go. So now we've done the step 2, which was orientation. Make sure that's complete. Okay. Step 3.
Have you submitted your commitments yet?
So if you're not sure how to submit those, you're like, what do you mean I'm supposed to submit them? Go look at the orientation guide. It'll walk you through how to do that.
Are we frozen?
Oh, it might be there.
Are you guys?
That computer's frozen.
Oh, okay.
We're not frozen.
We're not frozen. I was like,
See, we're moving
what
in.
happened? We're frozen.
Well, we're second.
Yeah. Just sorry about
we're
that. Excellent. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure that we weren't people weren't missing it because not everybody is here in Zoom with us. Some people watch us on Facebook and so on and so forth.
So once you finish your orientation guide, next step is submitting your commitments. The orientation guide shows you how to submit them. The area where you submit your commitments on the website also give you examples and instructions on how to find your commitments. When you submit them, you can also click a checkbox that lets you allow us to review them for you. And I've been seeing in chat, a lot of people have been saying thank you for reviewing your commitments. Yes, we've been reviewing a lot of commitments. Let's just say we came home and did about 20 of them.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people who submitted the commitments. So what we do is we take all of the ones you submitted, as many you sent us, and we check them.
Yeah.
We make sure that
we make sure that they're exactly what we said on Tuesday or on Thursday night. I can't remember the days anymore. Measurable, actionable, realistic. These commitments again. We really want people to be as precise as you can and as detailed as you can, because the more detail you give to a very small commitment, the more likely you are to do it. Because if you make it sound easy and look easy on a piece of paper, that means it's usually really easy to do.
So to be able to do the submission of your commitments, like I said, the orientation guide gives you those instructions. You don't have to get them in tonight.
No.
So if you're worried, oh my God, I didn't submit them, don't worry. Because Kickstart allows you to backtrack. So for example, say this week you're busy and you can't submit, your commitments this week. You can't track this week because you're too busy. You haven't finished your commitments. Next Sunday, you can come in and just submit them then and then go back and say, okay, did I do it last Monday? Did I do it on Tuesday? You can submit all this after the fact.
If you have your journal or if you have your weekly tracker, your journal, make sure that your own personal one that you've created yourself, a book, make sure you're tracking this week, even though you haven't done it on the website, and come back to the website whenever you're ready to actually put it into the system so you can get your stats.
And I will give you guys a trick for those of you who are using our trackers, okay? When you're using our trackers, you'll notice that there's a section here to write your commitments, and then this is every day of the week. The first one at the top, that commitment says, and I'll read it to you guys right now, it says, I submitted my daily tracker on the Kickstart dashboard. Only check this once you have submitted on the dashboard. Why is that? When you're doing your daily tracking, you'll check off everything else except number 1. When you're ready, when you're on a dashboard, you hit submit, that submit button, cross it off. That's how you remember, oh, I submitted that day. If you miss 10 days, you'll have 2 pages worth of places where the top checkbox is in there for you. But because you didn't actually submit it, you use this to track yourself. Oh, I didn't submit that day. Okay, I'll go check that and I'll go submit it. There's also a way on the dashboard to check this. So say you don't have the books, you don't have any of this, and you're like, I'm just using my own thing. What you can do is on the dashboard, you can actually view your scorecard. We talked about this on Thursday as well. Your scorecard is how you're going to get your Kickstart status. What's the Kickstart status? We talked about that this week again, but I'll kind of go through it again with you. You can be either diamond, gold, silver, or bronze. How do you get those statuses? just by submitting your tracker. Doesn't matter if you get 1 commitment, if you get 10, if you get 0. It does not. We always get 1 because you're tracking. But if you don't get any other ones, it does not matter. Your level is just your Kickstart level is just saying, have I submitted my tracker every day? Yes. That means you're a diamond. If you've missed maybe a few, you'll be gold. And if you're gold and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm gold. I don't know what date I missed. You can actually go on your scorecard and it'll tell you if you've missed something. And we'll go through this, as we go through the next few weeks. Right now, this is a lot of information, so don't worry about this. You're not tracking it. We're just giving you the heads up that don't be worried that if, oh my God, I'm a week late, I'm already behind, I can't No.
There's no such thing as falling behind here.
There's no
unless
falling
you're
behind.
Not doing anything at all.
Yes, unless you decided you just bought the book and you threw it in a fireplace and you're like, I'm not doing this. Then you're falling behind. But if you're actively trying to do things, you're still here. It does not mean that you're not participating. If you can't submit right now, you'll catch up. It's okay. It's easy to catch up.
There is one other thing I wanted to talk about, the commitment submissions, okay? I've seen a few people that have come in and who have resubmitted only like commitment number 3, commitment number 6, commitment number 9, let's say. You need to resubmit all of your commitments. So if you are a part of summer 2025, but you're keeping 1, 2, 4, and 7, and 8, and 10, you still have to put those back into your commitment form and change the ones that you are not going to be following anymore to the where you want them to be, to make sure that all of your commitments show up on the website. Okay? Because again, it's a manual process and we don't have the functionality yet to just change 1 or 2 commitments throughout that form. They all have to be changed at the same time. However, you just make sure that you copy and paste the same commitment in the same number that you want to keep it at.
Exactly.
Hopefully that was clear.
And for those of you wondering, I've had also people email me saying, hey, I submitted it. I'm not seeing my commitments yet. It can take to 24 to 48 hours for your stats to update because I'm the one that runs it. I literally go to the website. I download all the stuff you guys have submitted. I put it in a nice little database that I created. Yes, I created a database for all of you. And I put that in there. I run a script that's, how long is it? It's like
it's long.
Pages long. And it spits out a bunch of stuff for me. I save that and I bring it back to the website for you guys.
It looks like a foreign language to me. I have no clue what it is.
That's what I do for a living. I'm in IT. I'm a computer guy. So I actually created all these scripts to calculate all this information for you guys. All your stats, everything is done with this script. So things aren't done automatically because we literally have to download the data, submit it into our database, run things, and then re-put it back on the website. So if you're ever submitting something and you're like, oh, things aren't going up on the dashboard, either Nick's sick or we're gone to Halifax for a few days and there's no internet access, so I can't update stuff. So if you guys ever notice that that's happening, that's usually because I need to run something. If you go to the dashboard and you've been registered and all of a sudden, hey, today I'm red. Why is it red? It can be because Nick is just right in the process of updating the data and he just deleted all the registered members for a second and then he's uploading them back up again. So make sure that you keep cognizant that I'll be manipulating data for you guys. So if some things don't show up right away, it's because I'm still working on it.
Exactly. So there's always work being done in the back office of the program. Okay. So we just want to make sure you're ready and aware of that. And we'll keep repeating that so people remember, because I know sometimes we get overwhelmed. Life is overwhelming at times and it's easy to forget little things. So don't worry about that. We understand if you do reach out and ask us what's happening, we will always reply back and let you know. Sometimes what you guys provide us as far as feedback or as far as something going wrong, sometimes it's because there's a glitch. There's actually a glitch. And so we thank you.
Sometimes someone told me the recipes aren't going up. I'm like, the recipes aren't going up. And the recipes weren't there. And I was like, what's going on? So I had to fix it. So sometimes there is an issue. So please let us know. I just want you to make sure you don't feel like, oh my God, it says I'm red. I've lost all my data. Everything's gone. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? It's gonna come back. I just need to run things. Another warning on stats is, as you guys saw when you register for our website or for Kickstart, there's a checkbox that said, I agree to become a member of our newsletter. If you unsubscribe from our newsletter, it sets off an automatic process that removes your access to our website and deletes your data. So make sure that if you by mistake click unsubscribe, that you let us know, because this is an automated process. It just happened a few weeks ago to someone that was doing summer, that they accidentally clicked it and the process went automatically. And I said, at least, it's the end of summer. We're going back into fall. So she was okay with it. But I just want to make sure you guys understand the agreement that we create with you guys. Since we run this for free, the only thing we ask is that you guys stay subscribe to our newsletter. That's what we the only thing we ask for is just stay subscribed, so that we know you're there, we know you're participating. Click on our emails, so make sure you click on them so that you keep getting them. We've also been getting people telling us that they're not getting our emails all week. This week you should have been getting an email every day. So if you've not been receiving an email every day and you signed up,
check your promotion box,
check your junk mail,
check
spam,
whatever your email provider calls it. Check, because once you take it out of that folder and put it back into your inbox, it really usually tells your provider, Yahoo, Gmail, Outlook, that yes, this is an email that I'm accepting and I trust.
And another thing you can do as well is, if you see, I'm not getting any emails right now, look for an old email. Go in your trash box or somewhere in the folder, say, look for Jean-Luc and Nick email. And anywhere on that email, click a button. Because another thing that what happens is, if you've never clicked a button on our emails in the past, it starts to think that you're inactive.
Yes.
And it stops sending you emails after a while. So if you've seen that I haven't been getting emails for a long time, what's going on? Go look at an old email, click on it, make sure you open a link just so we can see that you're reading the email, and our system should fix it. If you're still not getting emails, let us know. Send us a message. Either use the chat on the website or the contact us form, or send us an email. Let us know that, hey, Nick, I'm not getting emails, and we'll try to troubleshoot with you guys to figure out what's going on your end. And some people also by mistake have clicked spam by mistake.
Yes.
That's happened as well, that they've clicked spam. And so I've had to go back and fix their email to make sure that they can get our emails in the future.
So, number 4 to be ready for tomorrow is, are you ready with the dashboard? So have you bookmarked your dashboard, maybe? Making sure that you're easily accessible, so that way you never have to go look for it, because that's an easy thing to do. Other things you can do is making sure that you go in and you read your daily guide, because that is where you're going to find all of the information. You will find everything you need to do.
But honey, what is the daily guide?
Well, Nick, what? Show everybody.
Okay, I think I'll do that right now.
Yeah, we'll false everybody. I know.
So daily guide is, remember earlier I said we came to the dashboard, right? We were at the top. I loaded the dashboard, and I said when you scroll down, if you're new, you go to the new to Kickstart section, which has your welcome center and your orientation guide. If you're now a member, you've read the orientation, you're ready to go, and tomorrow's day 1. This button here tomorrow will say clicks access to day 1 guide.
Do it tonight.
It's already there.
And if you go to tomorrow,
it should work.
Fingers crossed.
That I didn't mess up. Oh, it did work.
It worked.
I have to fix it. Fix it. But it's okay, because I'm kind of okay with that, because I want it to be a secret still. So I want it to show up tomorrow because it's a day 1, but I will fix it after this session tonight.
Instead of the 404 error message, you should have said, "Ha ha, fooled you. You don't get it till tomorrow."
No. I'm going to fix that after the session tonight. So once you click on that, you'll have your day 1. Today's day 147 for summer. And on here, we've already went through this week. You have a daily task. So this is something that's going to help you either with your mental health, or try something new on Tuesdays, photo challenges on Thursdays, games day Fridays.
I guess Wednesdays don't exist.
Wednesdays is wellness Wednesdays. Saturdays is about food and recipes, and Sundays is always a reflection on your commitments in the past week. Below that is the physical task, or the fitness task for the day. Again, that's going to be a fitness task that you can do every day throughout Kickstart. Changes every day.
And another thing to see, notice on each section, each task, there is a comment section where you can actually talk to the other members. So if you are not a Facebook member and you don't want to be a Facebook member, you still have a way to communicate with the community through the website. Or you could do both. There's a lot of people that like participating in both.
A lot of you are here tonight, so I'm assuming you found how to find the live link to come to session tonight.
I think they figured it out.
But in case you don't, it's there as well, because you can see right here, you can actually click to join the Zoom meeting, so it would bring us to this room right now tonight. There's also a featured video. If it's a regular day where we don't have a regular show, you'll see here's a featured video from our past, from our YouTube channel. And then below that, you have step classes that are embedded for you. They're different every day, so you can do your step classes at your time, at your own time and leisure.
Yep.
And below that is a recipe of the day. And then below here, you have your commitments, and this is where you track. So we talked about all this week. I just want to run through things again quickly for those who didn't see that. Again, if you miss any of our orientation sessions this week, I would highly recommend you go watch Tuesdays and Thursday sessions. You just need to go to the website, and I'll show you where to go. So you click on Access Dashboard at the top. And if you scroll down after this dashboard loads, come on. Oh, it's right here. So I scroll down, you'll see that there's a recent video section here on the main page. So you remember how earlier we started here, right? The dashboard. If you scroll down below that, below the new to Kickstart, there's a menu, and then there's a recent videos. This is Thursday's chat. This is where we talked about commitments, how to find your commitments. And this one right here was Tuesday chat, where we actually went through the dashboard in detail. So if you need a refresher on how to use everything, come to the dashboard, watch these 2 sessions. You'll get all the information you need. And again, if you need any more help after that, just send us a question or use a frequently asked questions.
Or even just, I've seen some amazing questions from some new members in the Facebook group. And I have to give a shout out to Carmen, who answered a lot of the questions for us. All of our regulars who answers a lot of the questions, they know.
Yeah.
These people, our past members are so familiar with everything we do now and how to do things that we know that if we walk away for a couple of days, you will still be able to get the answer you're looking for by somebody else.
Exactly. So ask your questions. People will answer you if you have anything you're not sure. We have a group of veterans here. Some of these wonderful people have been with us for sorry, I have to sneeze. I'm trying to stop myself. We have 4 people. We have people who have been here for 4. This is their 4th Kickstart session or their 5th Kickstart session with us, because we actually did 4th. Because we extended summer.
Yes.
So it's actually 4th. Yeah, this is the 4th Kickstart session. So last fall was our first one. This is our 1-year anniversary, everybody. Happy anniversary to Kickstart.
Happy anniversary.
And so a lot of members have come back, especially who started in winter, who started in summer. So all these members that are here can tell you what they've done on their Kickstart journey. So if you're not sure and you want to know, hey, I'm new, I'm not sure what to do, I'm not sure what to focus on, post that question. Yeah. Because a lot of people that are here right now will answer to say, you know what, my first Kickstart, I focused on this, and now I'm able to do this. My second Kickstart, I focused on that. And they'll give you ideas of what you need to do to maybe make yourself some commitments that really work for your lifestyle and what you're trying to achieve with your goals.
So what we want you to remember is the dashboard is where all the magic happens. Actually, even going further than that, it's your daily task page. The daily task page is where all of the information is, the daily guide, is where all the information is laid out for you in just one scroll.
Yeah.
Just scroll all the way down, and if you scrolled all the way down by the end of the day, you've done everything you needed to do.
Exactly. And the dashboard is where everything is. And let's say it all together, everybody. If you have a question, it's on the dashboard. Let's repeat it together, everybody. It's on the dashboard. That's the theme we came up with in winter last year. Everything's on there. So if you're looking for something, just click things, press buttons, and you'll find all these different things that you can get from the Kickstart dashboard.
Now, step number 5 to be ready for Kickstart. Have you gone to the Sidekick market yet?
Do you have an accountability partner?
Mm-hmm. Maybe you already have somebody in your life and they're not part of Kickstart. That's fine.
No issues. But if you're alone and you're not sure how to do this and you want some help, go to the Sidekick market, post your information, or look for someone who's already posted their details. Talk to people. Find some help. Go to the Facebook group. Say, hey, everybody, I need an accountability buddy. I need a sidekick. Just post it. We have members who met on Kickstart a year ago who are now accountability sisters who do everything together and help each other every day. We have people who met each other in P3
and are still accountability, and they're doing Kickstart now, which is phenomenal.
So please, if you need support, this is what this is about. Jean-Luc and I know that success on weight loss is often if you're not doing this alone. When you're doing this alone, you tend to sometimes you don't encourage yourself. You lose willpower. And so if you really place yourself at the beginning of this whole 100 days with someone who at least can be there to check in with you once in a while, you'll be more placed in a way that she'll be successful by the end of Kickstart. And again, this is just our recommendations. Everything is optional. We're hinting at things that are,
that we know had helped us
and other people.
Helped us be successful in everything we've done.
So those are the 5 things that you need to be ready for tomorrow. Again, if you're not ready,
that's okay.
Now it's okay. We told you guys that if by tomorrow you haven't done the orientation, you don't have time this week, you can't do it till 2 weekends from now. That's okay. Weekends. Just write down your commitments on a notebook somewhere on your book. Start, checking them off every day, just so you have an idea of what you're doing. And then when you're ready to actually start participating on a dashboard, then you can go in and start submitting things and be part of the whole community. So again, we don't want anybody to feel discouraged. That's one of the main things with Kickstart is that we sometimes people get discouraged with themselves. That's why we review your commitments. That's why we give you guys suggestions on how to change them, because we've learned from doing this 3 times before that if you set a lofty commitment, something that's really hard to achieve, you're more likely to give up on yourself. So if you're a person that's a high achiever and you're always going to achieve what you set out to do, then go ahead. But if you're someone that sometimes struggles with some of your goals because you give up on yourself because you don't reach those goals, maybe set your commitments as small as possible. And the example we always use is walking. A lot of people say one of the goals people always put themselves is, I want to walk 10,000 steps. I want to walk for an hour. I want to do a 5K. These are very big, lofty goals, and trying to achieve that 100 days can be difficult. Yeah. Why not instead say, I will at least walk 5 minutes every day for 100 days?
I will do a minimum of 5 minutes every day. Why? Because if you can do 10 one day, more power to you.
And I can tell you this, everybody, if you say 5 minutes and you start walking 5 minutes, oftentimes this is easy right now. I think I'll do 10.
I'll do another. I'll walk another time.
And so it'll encourage you to do it more often, as opposed to saying 30 minutes
and then only doing 5 and then going in and going, oh my God, I'm such a failure. I can't believe I didn't do it.
And then the next day, I'm not doing it anymore because I didn't get my commitment yesterday. I give up. We don't want that. We want you guys to succeed.
Reverse the script.
Yeah.
Reverse the script. Make things easy for you, because if they're easy,
you're more bound. You're going to do them more often if they're easier.
This is the only time I'll say that, because normally I tell people we do hard things. We all can do hard things, and we always say things never get easier. We just get better at doing them. But if you make something simple enough, then it does become easy, because it's not something that you have to work at doing. It just becomes automatic.
So to visit the Sidekick Market, there's two ways to do it. So again, on the dashboard, on the main page, there is a menu section. It says visit the Sidekick Corner, visit the Sidekick Market. So there's a way to do it from here. If you are accessing your daily guide, there's also a way to get to the Sidekick Market from there. When it loads, I'll scroll down and you'll see that below, right here, it says looking for extra support, visit the Sidekick Market. So again, from here you can actually go, and the Sidekick Market is just a page where you can post a classified ad, basically.
It's not like you're sitting there scrolling through or like how can I explain it? It's not like a list of names that you could just check off and say, oh, I want to be your partner. You actually have to physically put a post up saying, hi, everybody, I'm so-and-so. I'm looking for a sidekick. I'm looking for some accountability. Is anybody in my area? Is anybody outside of my area that can help me or support me? Or how can we work together? Everybody works differently as well. So you need to reach out to that individual on your own at this point. If someone says, I'll be your sidekick, and decide how you are going to communicate with each other. Is it going to be by text messaging? Is it going to be by Facebook Messenger? Is it going to be by, let's create a once a week meeting so that way we can talk about our commitments and that? You guys get to create that. That is yours to develop and yours to nurture and cultivate.
And then once you're done that and you're ready to, kickstart tomorrow, the last step is, of course, submitting your commitments. So we talked about this at the beginning. Your commitments is a driving force of Kickstart. All we care about for you to do throughout the next 105 days is to submit your commitments, pick 4 or more, and then submit them. And then every day for 105 days, Track them. Are you achieving them? And it's okay if you don't achieve it some days. We're not striving for perfection here. We're trying to create habits. And why do we mean by creating habits? A habit doesn't mean you do it every day. It means that you always have it at top of mind.
It's something you automatically think of without even thinking about it sometimes. Or it's something that you see that reminds you need to do something, like this book laying down on your table. The website always being the first website that shows up when you turn on your computer.
I'll give even a more real life example. You're brushing your teeth. Most of us, I assume here, brush our teeth every day. But I'm sure sometimes your habits all thrown off and, oh my God, I forgot to brush this morning. I ran out and I forgot. Does that mean you failed at your habit or your dental? No, you missed a day. It's okay. It's okay to not get that day. But you know what? It's a habit. So the next day you'll do it again because it's now become a habit because you know you want to do this every day. And we're trying to build the same thing with your commitments. If you're someone that struggles with eating vegetables and you know that's something you want to work on and you say, for the next 105 days, I will add a vegetable at every meal. That's your commitment. Maybe not every meal you'll have a vegetable, but every day you'll think about how can I add a vegetable to this? And then maybe by 100 days, it might not happen every day, but you'll be doing it most of the time now because it'll become a habit for you.
Let's say out of those 105 days, you added that vegetable 50 times. Dinner, because you said I'm going to eat more vegetables at dinner. Isn't 50 times eating a vegetable at dinner better than not eating any vegetables at all?
And that's what we're trying to teach you guys. I'm a perfectionist, everybody. I know there's some people in here that are perfectionists too. And we love getting our gold star, 10 out of 10, perfection, get everything right. But what ends up happening is that when that perfection's not happening, we get mad at ourselves, us perfectionists, and we start doubting ourselves and start quitting on ourselves and giving up. And so we want to change that mentality. We want to make sure that you're proud of yourself. Anything you achieve, just submitting your tracker is a completion of your task. Doing all your commitments is the icing on the cake. The cake itself is submitting your tracker. The icing is I did all my commitments that day, or I did 5, I did 2, I did 10. I got a share. That's a cherry on top. When you do 10, that's cherry on top right there.
It's almost like remembering when I think what happens is all of us remember when we're in school, and when you're in school, you have certain things that you have to follow and you have to do specifically, things like that. So we are almost programmed to think that, oh my God, because schooling is like that. But when you're at work, there's a little bit more flexibility when you're in an office space or in a different environment, right? Where you might know what your responsibility is, but if you don't get it all done today, you still have time to do it throughout the week. So think of your commitments the same way, where you might not be able to have done that commitment today, and that's okay. But I have other days this week that I can still accomplish that commitment 5 out of the 7 times instead.
So this week, we're not going to really focus tonight, we're not really focused about tracking all that. On Thursday this week, we have a chat. We'll check in with you guys on that day. That today's topic for Kickstart is just getting you guys ready, getting you guys set up for success for the next 100 days. And so on Thursday this week, we have a chat where we'll take more of your questions if you guys have confusion, because I know there's going to be questions about how do I track this? Yeah. My commitment is I'm going to eat broccoli 3 times a week. How do I track that? How do I do my commitments every day? I'm not eating broccoli every day. How do I do that? So there's tricks and tips on how to do that, and we'll go through that on Thursday with all of you, okay? So don't worry about that right now. Just right now, write down your commitments, send them in if you want us to review them, start tracking them as much as you can, and this Thursday we'll give you any questions that you have. If you're not sure how to track certain things, or if you want to ask us now, just send us an email. If you're not sure, if you have a commitment that, I'm not sure how to track this one, send it to us and we'll explain to you how to do it. There's a method to the madness of how to do it, those ones.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about one other thing that's extremely powerful, but again, only an option. Sitting down with yourself tonight, not tomorrow, or tonight if possible. You can do it tomorrow as well. You can do it anytime, whenever you're starting, or at least sometime this week. And it's writing yourself that letter. We make people do this every single time they do a Kickstarter. Because this letter is the letter to yourself, where you see and how you feel about yourself right now, and what you hope that you can achieve by the end of these 105 days.
You're writing a letter to yourself. You're writing a personal letter to yourself, encouraging yourself about what you're about to embark on, and maybe your hopes and dreams.
Why you joined.
Why you joined. What do you want to remember when your motivation fades? What does your future self deserve to hear about yourself? So write this down on a piece of paper. You don't have to submit it. This is your own letter.
Personal.
We want you to close it up, seal it up in some way, and put it away. And on day 105, when we get to January 4th, 2026, so the new year, you will open this letter to yourself and see what you talk to yourself. How has Kickstart impacted you? How have you achieved everything you set out to? Did you listen to your own advice on your letter? So this is a way to self-reflect, to see where you came from, where you're going to be at the end. And it's a very powerful tool. I think a lot of people have done this multiple times, and it's a very powerful tool. So we highly encourage you guys. And if you're not a writer, use ChatGPT. Grab your phone, talk to ChatGPT, create a voice message, do a video letter to yourself.
Just say, hey, how are you, Jean-Luc? It's day 1 of Kickstart today, and I can't believe that I've got these 10 commitments, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see how I'm going to achieve these. I believe in myself. I think I'm amazing.
He's not even filming.
I'm not. But I want you guys to realize that it's doable.
I think you'd actually film it.
No, because I couldn't find them.
It's about you looking at his phone with nothing going on.
Did they know that? You didn't ruin my secret.
But it made them laugh.
But you ruined my secret.
I wanted to make them laugh. It was funny. Okay, so this letter is a very powerful tool. So please, if you want to, do it. And again, don't share it. Keep it to yourself. This is your letter, okay?
You can also email yourself a letter, so that way all of a sudden at the end of your Kickstart, that email comes up and you get it sent to yourself. Right?
There's ways in some email places to actually schedule an email.
Schedule an email.
So you can actually look into that. If it's something that your email provider provides, you can also look into that. So we're excited. We've been looking forward to Kickstart starting for fall for a few months now, because we know that we've been working on this Kickstart since June. A lot of the stuff has been worked on for a few months, and we were really excited for this specific session because we feel this is the Kickstart Fall last year was the beginning of an idea.
Yeah.
Where we had an idea and we wanted to try it out with people to see, hey, will this work? Will this work for people? We don't know. We were just two guys coming up with something. And we tried it. And it worked for a lot of people. And then January, we came back and refined it some more. We realized some things weren't right. Then we realized in January that, you know what, leaving after 42 days and leaving people alone for 60 days didn't work.
For us, even.
For us either.
We were like, oh my God.
So then this summer, we changed it to 147 days of Kickstart.
Way too freaking long.
Which was too long. So now fall is 105 days, a manageable amount of days. We've changed up a lot of things to make things simpler for you guys, make it more interactive. We've also, we're going to have a theme of the week every week. So all 15 weeks of Kickstart this fall have a theme. You'll see them show up every Monday. You'll see them show up. The theme will pop up on your daily guide. And then our chats that week will fall within that theme as well. So, you know, near American Thanksgiving, we'll have a Thanksgiving session. Same with Canada. Near Christmas, there's going to be Christmas themed weeks. We're going to have all these different themes to talk about how you traverse these specific, because holidays are a hard time. This is a hard time of year for a lot of people, especially for people who suffer with seasonal depression. So this is a very hard time of the year. So we want to make sure that we're keeping ourselves engaged and thinking about the positives that are going on, so that some of us, like me, who have depression, stay as positive and happy throughout this fall session. That's one of my goals. It's not a commitment, but one of my goals is this fall is to try to keep myself as positive as I can, because this is a very tough time of year for me.
I hope you have commitments to help you reach that goal.
I do. I'm being online. I'm doing
something. I'm just saying.
I'm committed to Kickstart. I have to be online all the time. I'm actually going to be sharing my meals again. We're going to be sharing our meals with you guys, showing you what we're eating. Because our goal is to lose weight, and so we're going to show you guys our meals. If our step classes are live, so you'll see when we're working out. We'll be doing squats with some of you at some times, and some lunges.
And I honestly love what Donna just said, and thank you, Donna, for appreciating the fact that things always change. Guess what, guys? We are changing beings. We as individuals and as people change all the time. To think that something needs to always be the same in order to see success is not always fact. Sometimes you learn through your experience, and you need to evolve with those experiences. And that's exactly what this program is all about. Because guess what? all of the changes, a lot of them come from you.
Yeah, it's things that we've seen.
You guys are the ones
and
have made these suggestions and have made them better for not only us, but for other people who are doing the program as well.
And we already know for January, we're going to be launching another type of contest. Yes. Might as well tell you now. So in the new year, we're going to be having also a weight loss competition.
There will be a weight loss portion.
With a prize.
If you are interested in
for those who want to participate.
Only.
Because some people in this group are competitive. And if you put a competition in front of them, they will try to lose that weight. They want to win that money. Win the money. No whammies. Stop. So that's what they want. They want to win. And so we know that for those people, this will be an incentive. I'm one of those people. I'm a competitive weight loss person. I lost weight when I did Biggest Loser at work back in the day. We had a whole, I was working at Ontario Teachers Pension Plan, and a group of 20 of us did Biggest Loser, and I was like second place because I was so gung-ho on losing weight. So I know that that works for me, and it might work for you. So that's something we're going to bring in this January, because we thought that would be another cool tool to help you guys, have incentives. We're always trying to find ways to encourage you guys to do as much as you can so that you guys come back and feel engaged and energized so that you guys want to finish the 105 days strong with us.
Definitely. So we just want to end with thank you for all the amazing support that every single person in this community has provided.
We went over 400.
Can't believe it. And the last month and a half has been whirlwind for us as well, because we have been as busy can be, and we don't feel overwhelmed or exhausted.
This is a very dark month for us normally. So if we're going to be completely honest with you guys right now, September is always our hardest month. We start off well, and by the end usually is when depression hits for me. And then he also has issues with, it's this time he has his hypochondriac.
My hypochondriacisms come out in September.
He's always worried that
They haven't this year.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, they haven't.
So we're trying to live a positive life right now. We are trying to get through this fall, and we're using... Sorry, everybody. We're using all of you to help. We're using all of you.
Thanks for letting
try to make ourselves get through it, and we're hoping that we can help you guys get through the fall, so that we can all together get to January. But oh my God, what an amazing fall I just went through. That's what I want to feel.
This is the only time you can say I've fallen for fall, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah. So. On that note, we'll end the live feed. For those of you in Zoom, we'll check the chat if there's any questions, and then we'll let you guys ask us any questions if you have any. If you're watching online and you want to join us in Zoom, just go to jeanlucandnick.com, find the daily guide for today on the dashboard if you're already registered, and you can join Zoom then to ask us any question. On Tuesday, it's a special session. We're going to Iceland next year. In July 2026, we're going on an Iceland cruise. So this Tuesday session is actually an information session about this cruise.
Anybody interested, you do not have to be going or saying I'm already going, but if you want to gather information on the cruise that we're going as a group, in partnership with Rustic Mama, Jean-Luc and Nick, Rustic Mama, are working together. Please come to the session. It is on the website, if I'm not mistaken.
It's on the dashboard.
Yeah, it's on the dashboard.
Everything's on the dashboard.
It's not mandatory. There will not be a chat that night. So Nick and I, or a special guest, it will be specifically with our travel agent who is helping us organize our Iceland cruise.
Exactly. And then Thursday, like I said, we'll be back on Thursday this week to actually walk you through your first week, making sure you guys if you have any questions. Thursday's chat will be more of a community chat. There won't be as much topic. It'll be more of, how are you guys doing? Is there anybody that's struggling with something that you need help with? Do you guys need us to explain something a bit more? So you guys will be in the driver's seat this next Thursday when you guys ask us questions. And if you don't have any questions, we'll just talk about random things.
You know us. We can talk about anything.
We don't ever stop talking. So
we haven't stopped talking since Friday.
I know. We can blah, 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 blah. So thanks to you again for those who joined us online. For those of you in Zoom, stick around and we'll be back with you shortly, okay? And see you on tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning for STEP.
Yes, tomorrow
evening for STEP. No morning STEP.
There was no class, so we did not cancel.
Yes.
It was already not there.
Yes.
So it was not canceled. Bye everybody in TikTok. Have a great night.